John told me he hadn't seen enough homos in a while, so he's doing his mating call.
Very funny.
Everyone knows how important it is to stretch.
Yep.
Make sure you don't get those DOMs. Look at the style. Now you're not going to start off stretching like this, but after a few years of practice, you can expect these results.
Funny, Tim, funny.
Okay, let's do a vlog. Now that we remember everything.
Really? Seriously?
Yeah, what a mad. Okay.
The answer is yes. There's music going.
We're currently looking for food, and all we can find is bars, never-ending bars.
Yep.
This whole thing, this and that, probably cost about $15 out of 10.
Too many calories.
Probably can't see us, but we're trying to find our way to back home.
With no map.
It turns out we've barely left that big building.
Yep. Long way to go.
We asked two people for directions and they both just laughed and they're like,
Pointed generally
very
that
far.
way.
Me and John were upstairs on the roof, just sitting there talking, and I was like, "What? My leg feels a bit wet," and like I was sitting there sort of scratching, and I'm like, "What? My pants are wet," and I stood up and it looked red. I'm like, "What the hell?" Walked into the light and I'm like, "Oh no!" And John was looking as well, and it was just like red with sort of different levels of clotting or whatever. So you're like, oh, okay, I'm probably bleeding. So I like looked at my pants and like on my leg, and there was no blood there, and I was like, oh, that is disgusting. So yeah, I threw those pants away. That's what you get for staying in a $24 a night hostel in a room this big. Where all the hippie girls stay. I left my umbrella on the train.
Still got one umbrella.
I still got one. It served me well. It was only $3, probably the best umbrella I've used. So we're here on some little island. It's hilarious. You can see back over that way. You might be able to see it in the distance. There's all these people out there surfing, so there's probably 30 surfers out there on proper surfboards, and then some people are on the stand-up paddleboards, and there are no waves. It's the type of waves, if we saw them at the Gold Coast, we would literally just go home. We'd be like, this is not worth our time. But they seem to be loving it, and that's a pretty garden. That's so adorable. We paid probably around 300 yen so we could take escalators instead of trying to walk up the whole island. This is part of what we avoided.
That times 4.
It's also known as the pathway of peasants. or non-lazy people. They tried to charge us 100 to go in and see a statue. I'm sure it's important. Not enough for these guys. We're walking behind a building to a secret photo spot that no one knows of but us. So
It's going to end up going down to the bottom.
So the building we just walked behind is a private area, and the dude's like, oh, private area. Look at the snake. Yeah, so I was like, private area. I'm like, oh, okay. And he went back inside, so we just kept walking in the private area. It seems a lot nicer than the public area. Look at that. It's my failed attempt at wrapping up a triangle. John's big milk coffee.
Iced coffee. Well, milk coffee.
It's attempt number 2. I just made a sandwich.
Possibly worse.
That's a Japanese white pine, if my cultural Japanese is
It is.
correct.
Your English reading is correct.
Turkey. Gobble, 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 gobble. You lose it.
I lost it.
Ah.
It's wide angle.
Yeah. I reckon you'd be better with a Jack Russell. They're cooler. Oh! Push, push! Meow, meow. Hey, kitty! Ah, another kitty! Push, push, push! Hey, kitty! Meow. We got ripped off.
We're heading to the wrong place. Where's that map that I showed you before?
We almost headed back because we thought the caves went down here.
They are.
They are. We were far too premature. John spotted all these bugs. So we just went into cave number 2 and it showed this dragon at the end. It's pretty cool. We have a lot of photos of that. The story of it was this dragon was terrorizing some town, and then to stop it from terrorizing the town, the parents kept throwing their kids over the cliff so it could eat them. And then some maiden came along and she was like, oh, the dragon wanted to marry her, and she's like, I'll only marry you if you stop terrorizing the town. So the dragon stopped terrorizing the town and ended up marrying her, and then she turned into some goddess. So you can tell it's legit. So what are your thoughts on the caves, John?
Cool. Very good.
I was telling him when I'm super rich I'm going to buy an island and build my own set of caves and have like my evil app making layer down there.
Yep.
Where I make apps with evil intentions, like forcing clicks. It really is a beautiful island. I would like to own it. Me and John was oh, my shoes are soaked. Just gotta wait for the big one. Okay. Run, run! Look at that! We ate some food for lunch just before we went into the tower, and there was this dude. I came back and John was like standing up. I'm like, what are you doing, man? And he's like, that dude's sneezing everywhere. He's got the disease.
He was wearing one of those masks as well because he was sick, and his tour group were like avoiding him.
And he was like properly coughing. So I was like, okay, let's go up and grab our stuff. Hold your breath. So we held our breath, ran up, and like I got past him, and just as John was going past, he's like, and did like this massive sneeze. And I just like lost all my air laughing. Grabbed all our stuff, moved to a new spot. That was cool. It's a luxurious pee, John.
I'm enjoying it.
Said it's the coolest bathroom we've ever seen in his life. I sort of agree. So clean.
I mean, the flow on that could be improved a little.
Whoosh, whoosh. Hey there. How are you? The question is, would you trust this house living in it?
The response is maybe not.
I can't remember what the name of the island was, but
Inoshima.
Inoshima was awesome.
It was.
Ohio! Oh, it's not making much progress. Those waves are helping, I think. Is it Jack Russell?
Yeah. This patch of road just makes no ground.
Oh, it's touched land. It's the cutest little outfit. Where are we? We're at
Kuka or something.
Ikaku.
Yeah, Ikaku.
We're getting chicken. Apparently it's pretty nice chicken. And then we got a side of like noodles and stuff. We had to make a booking at 8:20 for 9:20 because it was super busy. Yeah. This is where all the business people seem to come.
Well done. It's good. Probably like the best chicken I've ever had. It's phenomenal. Yeah.
This is 11 o'clock at night at Yokohama main station. Central.
11 p.m. That looks good. Getting out quite a bit.
You're all on footage. Camera on.
勾配を登ることができませんので、運転手と車掌が。
So we're just hopping on a cable car, heading up to our B&B hotel. Airbnb.
Down the breakfast.
Or down the breakfast. Yeah, this should be cool. John's stuck down there because his bags are too heavy and awkward to get up here.
途中の各駅では左右両側のドアが開きます。ご利用ください。
Definitely gonna have like a mountain castle one day.
It'll be hard to tell on video, but it smells real bad. John's never-ending struggle with his big bags for all the business events. John's like, oh no.
I still like.
No, you'll be able to crap, like,
I'll be able to.
it will fly out and it'll feel incredible.
There's a shared bathroom downstairs.
This looks like our room.
Yeah. Pretty pimp, actually. Slightly.
Are you wearing your, no? Oh, we got our own sink.
It's pretty cool.
A nice view of the neighbours. can see smoke coming out. So we both followed some lady's directions to the convenience store, which she said was 7 minutes away. And we walked ages and it wasn't there. And then it turns out it's in the next town over, so we're going to catch a train to get there. And we're both starving and hungry, and no restaurants are open, and like everyone you walk in, like, no, we're closed.